Naveen was a curious boy with a head full of dreams. He loved to watch birds soar through the sky. Naveen wished he could fly too. He would flap his arms and imagine soaring with the birds. He even tried jumping off things, hoping to stay aloft. But alas, Naveen was not a bird. Gravity always brought him back to Earth. Still, he never stopped dreaming of the day he could fly. One day, Naveen was rummaging through his attic. He found an old, dusty chest. Inside the chest was a pair of shoes. They were unlike any shoes he had ever seen. They were bright red with sparkling silver buckles. Naveen couldn't resist trying them on. They fit perfectly. As soon as Naveen buckled the second shoe, he felt a strange sensation. It was like a tickle starting at his toes and moving upwards. He started to feel light, lighter than usual. He took a step, then another. Suddenly, Naveen realized he was floating. He was hovering just above the ground. The shoes were magical. Naveen was both excited and terrified. He didn't know how to control his newfound ability. He bounced around the attic like a lost balloon. He bumped into boxes and swung from the rafters. The attic, usually a dusty old place, suddenly became a magical playground. Naveen knew he had to get outside. He had to try these shoes out in the open air. Carefully, he opened the attic window. He took a deep breath and stepped out onto the roof. Below him, his house looked tiny. He took a tentative step forward and began to float. At first, it was scary. The wind buffeted him. He wobbled and swayed in the air, but slowly Naveen started to understand. He could control his direction by leaning. He could go higher by thinking up and lower by thinking down. He was flying. With practice, Naveen became a natural. He soared over his town. He raced alongside birds. He even touched the clouds. He saw the world from a whole new perspective. He flew over forests, their canopies a patchwork of greens. He flew over mountains, their peaks capped with snow. He flew over oceans, watching whales leap and dolphins play. Naveen realized how lucky he was. He had a gift, a magical gift that allowed him to experience the world in a way few could even imagine. He promised himself he would never take it for granted. He would use his gift to see the world, to learn and to grow. He would never stop looking at the world with wonder. He was just a boy, but he had the whole sky to explore.